Sound. Hello. Hello. Good evening to all. Welcome to Vanik Smart Class. Today we will discuss so many biology questions that asked last 5 years in OCS exam. See, this is a very important class. Why? Because so many questions are asking from this chapter, means from biology in your OCS Prelim exam. So be attached up to the end of this video. You will definitely get so many idea to how they solve the biology questions in your exam. Okay? So let's start question number 1. Which of the following is a plant hormone? Let's see. Hormone are, first you have to know what is hormone. Hormones are chemical substance that found both animals and plant that regulate our body metabolism or body activity both in plant and animal. So here question is asking what is the means which of the following is a plant hormone. Let's see, generally 5 types of hormones present in plant. So first is that is called auxin. Second is gibberellin, and third is cytokinin, okay, and fourth is ethylene, and fifth is abscisic acid. This is the extra knowledge for you. I already told that you will get so many idea how to solve varieties of questions in your exam. Okay? So that 5 types of hormone present in the plant. Now see what among these 5 hormone which is present here in option. See, melatonin, it is not a plant hormone. Gastrin is not a plant hormone. Cytokinin, let's see, among the 5 cytokinin is present. So this is the answer. Cytokinin is a plant hormone. Cholecystokinin is animal hormone. Okay. Now I am discussing about that 3 hormone. Okay. Now melatonin. This hormone means there are 2 hormones. One is melatonin and another is serotonin. That 2 hormones secreted from a gland that is called pineal gland that is present in our body, and that 2 hormone regulate our sleep. Okay. Now come to gastrin. Now gastrin present in our stomach, that secretes, means that hormone activate the parietal cell, means one cell present in our stomach that is called parietal cell, and that parietal cell secretes a acid that is called hydrochloric acid, and this hormone is responsible for secretion of hydrochloric acid from the parietal cell of the stomach. That you all knows that what is the function of HCl in our stomach. It kills the germs that we eat, means suppose we take the unhygienic food, it contains so many bacteria and virus, that HCl kill that germs and help in digestion also in indirectly. How it is indirectly means, let us see, our 3 nutrients means carbohydrate, protein, fat, these are our nutrients. One enzyme that is called pepsin. Pepsin convert protein to what? Peptone. Because what do you mean by digestion? Digestion means what? Digestion means conversion of bigger molecule of nutrient to smaller molecule of nutrients. Like 3 nutrients like carbohydrate, protein and fat. These are called macronutrients. They need digestion, means it has to be break, means carbohydrate converted to glucose, protein converted to amino acid and fat converted to fatty acid and glycerol. And 2 other nutrients that are called micronutrients, that are called vitamins and minerals, they do not require any digestion because they already present in the digestive form. So that bigger molecule means that carbohydrate, protein and fat need some enzyme to be converted into smaller molecule. So, one enzyme that is called pepsin that convert protein into peptone. That means protein is a bigger molecule and peptone is the smaller molecule. But that pepsin is the inactive form, that pepsin is the active form, and the inactive form of this pepsin is pepsinogen, and that pepsinogen converted into pepsin by the action of HCl, and when it convert into pepsin, that pepsin acts upon protein and converted into peptone. So, that is why HCl act means help in digestion indirectly. It does not contact with nutrient directly, but those enzymes that help means in digestion, they convert into inactive to means convert inactive form to active form. So, in this way HCl help in digestion also in the indirectly form. Clear? Now, another enzyme that is called cholecytokinin. Cholecytokinin, see this is called cholecytokinin, that hormone present in duodenum. Duodenum is a part of small intestine. What is the function of cholecytokinin? Means it contract the gallbladder to secrete what? Bile. Gallbladder, see, bile is a alkaline fluid that help in emulsification of the fat. Means what? Bigger molecule. See, one enzyme that is called lipase that convert the fat molecule to fatty acid and glycerol. That is the definition of digestion, conversion of bigger molecule of nutrient to smaller molecule of nutrient. But that lipase enzyme cannot act upon that bigger molecule of fat. Now, that bile produced, mind it, that bile produced from the liver, but it is stored in the gallbladder. And what is the function of that bile? That bile convert the bigger molecule of fat to smaller molecule of fat, and that is called emulsification of the fat. Got it my point? Now, that bile secreted means that bile produced by the liver and deposit in the gallbladder, and this hormone squeeze the gallbladder to remove or release the what? Release the bile. Understood? Now, question number 1 solved. Okay. Now, come to some functions of these hormones. Auxin. Auxin help in apical growth of the plant. Apical growth means, suppose let us see, this is a seed and it germinate and it form the radicle. See, seed has two parts, one is radicle, one is plumule. That radical part extend to form what? Root system, and plumule extend to form what? Shoot system. And the growth in unidirectional, that is called apical growth. Which hormone is responsible? That is called auxin. Okay. Now, what is the function of gibberellin? Gibberellin help in whole growth and prevent the dwarfinism of the dwarfinism means shortness, dwarfinism of what? Plant. So, it is analogous to our growth hormone. This is also a question. Which hormone of the plant is analogous to our growth hormone? That is called gibberellin. Cytokinin help in cell division in the plant. Okay, this cytokinin help in cell division in the plant. Okay, and prevent the leaf abscission. Abscission means leaf fall. Leaf is the major part of the plant because it prepare its plant's food by the process of photosynthesis, that you know very well. Ethylene is only gaseous hormone. This is very important question for your exam. Which hormone of the plant is gaseous form? That is ethylene. What is the function of ethylene? It help in ripening, fruit ripening naturally. Suppose one raw mango is there in the tree. It is green in color. After some days it become yellow, means that ripe in the plant. That which hormone is responsible? That is called ethylene. Now, abscisic acid. This is called growth inhibitor hormone. Why? Because during the adverse condition it prevents the growth of the plant or growth of the or dormancy. Dormancy means germination of the seed, that is called dormancy. It prevents the germination of the seed. See, seed needs what? Moisture, air, sunlight to germinate. If it is not sufficient, that hormone activate and prevent the dormancy of the seed. and when condition is suitable, then what? Then gibberellin activate and that abscisic acid become inactivate. Got it? That is why it is called growth inhibitor hormone. Clear? This is all about your question number 1. Now to question number 2. The roots of the plant always grow downwards while shoot usually grows upward and away from the earth. It is known as what? This is nothing but this question asked from your plant growth. Okay, plant growth, tropism, see what is it is written here, tropism. Now here, tropism. Tropism means growth in one directional. Okay, and that tropism is two types, phototropism and geotropism. Phototropism means towards the light, movement in unidirectional in towards the light, and geotropism means movement in unidirectional towards the gravity. Clear? That is called tropism. Now, the roots of the plant always grow downwards while shoot of the plant grows upward and away from the earth, and it is known as what? It is asking about the root. Okay. Now, unidirectional movement, so this is called geotropism. To away from the earth means what? Towards the gravity. So, towards the gravity means what? Geotropism. Clear? Now, next question, type 2 diabetes is characterized by what? See, diabetes, it means to say diabetes mellitus. It is written only diabetes, that means it is type 2 diabetes, that means diabetes mellitus. See, how diabetes mellitus occur? Due to increase the sugar level in our blood, which is called blood sugar, that is called glucose. So, ultimately we can say the increase the glucose level in our blood, that is called diabetes mellitus. How it increases? See, an organ that is called pancreas. Pancreas contains a internal part that is called islet of Langerhans, and that islet of Langerhans contains 3 type of cell, alpha cell, beta cell and gamma cell. Beta cell of the islet of Langerhans of pancreas secretes a hormone that is called insulin. This is very important, insulin, and that insulin decreases the blood sugar level in the blood. That means glucose level. But you know that glucose is our energy providing nutrient. If insulin decreases the blood sugar level, then you will not get energy properly, right? But see, one normal range should be there. What is that? In our blood, during our empty stomach, it should be 80 to 100 milligram per deciliter. Clear? And after the food, it should be 140 milligram per deciliter. This is the normal range of the glucose in our blood. Sometimes what happens? Glucose level highly increases. That leads to diabetes mellitus, and on that time that insulin decreases means sugar level means it due to effect of insulin it comes to 80 to 100 milligram per deciliter, means normal stage. This is the function of insulin. So, according to pancreatic function, that diabetes is 3 types. First is type 1 diabetes, second is type 2 diabetes, and third is gestational diabetes. Type 1 diabetes what? Type 1 diabetes in which pancreas cannot secrete insulin, that is called type 1 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes, pancreas secretes insulin, but it is not accepted by this cell in our body, that is called type 2 diabetes. And this is also a very important question, which type of diabetes maximum in our earth, that is type 2 diabetes. Then third is gestational diabetes, in that occurs in the pregnancy ladies and that affects the babies, that is called gestational diabetes. Now, the question is type 2 diabetes is a characteristic by what? That hyperglycemia and polyuria. Okay. Now, one word. Now, I am breaking this. Hyper means more. See, two words, that is called hyper and second is hypo. Hyper means more, hypo means less. Hyper means more, glycemia means glucose level in the blood. So, that means more glucose level in the blood, that is nothing but diabetes. So, that is correct. Polyuria means what? More urination. See, diabetes mellitus patient, when blood sugar level increases in our body, it suppresses the effect of an hormone that is called ADH hormone, means antidiuretic hormone. That hormone concentrate the urine and help in reabsorption of extra water from urine to body. Due to deficiency of this hormone, urine cannot be concentrated, it become more dilute and deposit in the urinary bladder rapidly, so that more urination occurs, and that is called a disease that is called diabetes insipidus. Clear? So, now what happens due to diabetes mellitus means more sugar level in the blood, that leads to suppress the effect of ADH hormone, so that urine become more diluted and more urination occurs, and that is called polyuria. So, answer is both of these. Okay. So, that is the answer of question 3. Now, artificial kidney helps. Now, see what is the function of kidney. Kidney is our excretory organ. Excretory organ means excretion. It comes from a word that is called excretion. Excretion means removal of body waste. Okay. And our body waste mainly excreted from the kidney in the form of urine, and that contains nitrogenous waste, that is called urea. That is why the removal of the urea with water, that is called urine. Clear? So, that is the function of urine. Now, one human being can survive with one kidney, but when two kidney damage, what happen? The people will die, because there is no removal of nitrogen waste product from our body. Nowadays, some artificial machines also invented that means that remove our body waste and act as a kidney. That is why they are called artificial kidney. Got it my point? Okay. Now, the artificial kidney, what is the function of artificial kidney? To removal of body waste, means the nitrogenous waste from the blood. Okay. So, that is called dialysis. Clear? So, that artificial kidney only remove the nitrogenous waste from the blood. The answer is what? The answer is A, remove the nitrogenous waste product from the blood. This is the answer. Okay. Now, come to next questions. Now, see question number 4, that also I discussed. Now, come to next question. Question number 5. Listen. Which of the following should be avoided in the biological marriage? Options are A positive boy with A negative girl, like that is written. First, try to understand the funda. See, our here positive negative is written. Okay. Now, why this positive negative is written? Due to presence of a protein that is called RH factor. What is that? That is called RH factor. RH factor. Why it is called RH factor? Because this protein first discovered by Karl Landsteiner and another scientist in 1940 in the body, inside the body of another, means one monkey, that is called rhesus monkey. Okay, that is called what? Rhesus monkey. That is why it is given the name that is called Rh factor or Rh protein. Clear? Okay. Now, that protein contains a gene that is called R gene. So, that gene is what? Agglutination factor. Agglutination means clumping. Okay. When it enter into the host body, it form a agglutination means enclumping in the blood, so that blood circulation is not very properly created, means blood cannot be circulated properly, so that the patient may die, okay, due to presence of this gene. Clear? Now, the blood group is A, then B, then O and then AB. If a person having Rh factor in their body, that is A positive, B positive, O positive and AB positive. Clear? And the person that does not have that Rh factor, that is A negative, B negative, AB negative or what? O negative. Got it my point? So, when a person having Rh positive blood group donate the blood with another Rh positive, suppose A positive donate A positive, nothing will happen, or A positive marry with B positive, nothing will happen, because here donor also contains, means male also contains R gene or female also contains R gene. But in case of one Rh negative person, means male, marry Rh negative female, what will happen? The R gene from the male enter into the female body, so that agglutination or clumping can occur in the female body. So, it is prohibited that Rh positive means we cannot marry with Rh positive male with Rh negative female. That means that Rh positive means A positive, B positive, AB positive, O positive, whatever may be, and Rh negative means A negative, B negative, O negative or AB negative, whatever may be. Okay. So, now come to question number 5. Which of the following should be avoided in the biological marriage? Now, you say positive, positive, positive girl, positive boy, positive boy, positive girl. It can be possible. O positive means O positive boy and O positive both contains R gene, nothing will happen. Similarly, here positive, positive, nothing will happen, it contains also R gene, it contains also R gene, nothing will happen. But in case of option A positive means it contains R gene and A negative girl means no R gene. When the R gene enter into the girl's body, agglutination or clumping can occur in the girl's body and girl may be die. So, it is avoided. So, answer is option A. I think all clear. Okay. Now, come to question number 6. Basal metabolic rate of the body is regulated by what? First of all, we have to know what is basal metabolic rate, that is shortcut called BMR, basal metabolic rate. Means the energy expenditure during our rest period is called basal metabolic rate. And what is that? In the calorie value, 1600 to 1800 kilocalorie per day. And that is regulated by a hormone that is called thyroxine, and that thyroxine released from a gland that is called thyroid gland, and that thyroxine is also called thyroid hormone. The answer is option A. Clear? Now, come to question number 7. Migration of cancerous cell from the site of origin to other part of the body and forming secondary tumors, means secondary tumors means same the cancerous cell, okay, accumulate to form tumor, and that is called metastasis. Once again, that is called metastasis, okay, metastasis. And Option A is diapedesis and proliferation. See, diapedesis means what? Movement of the blood cell inside the capillary, that is called diapedesis. Okay. Now proliferation means increase the number of cells, that is called proliferation. Clear? Now next question. The testis male gonad is located inside the scrotum in order to keep the in order to keep testicular temperature. See, our one pair of testes present inside a pouch like substance, that is called scrotal sac or scrotum, and that scrotum regulates the temperature of the testis, because testis is the organ who produce what? Your sperm. Clear? And that sperm need low temperature. So, the temperature of the scrotum is 2 degree below the body temperature. Mind it, the temperature of the scrotum is 2 degree below the body temperature. Clear? So, now to answer, the testis male gonad is located inside the scrotum in order to keep the testicular temperature what? Lower than the body temperature, that means 2 degree below the body temperature. The answer is C. Clear? Now, the human skeleton consists what? How many bones? This is very easy question, that is 206 bones. Our adult person means at the time of birth, both male and female, the total number of bone was 306. When that male or female enter into the age of 18, that is converted into 206. What about the rest bones? See, when a baby born, its bone are very soft. Day by day, what happens? That bone combine to form a single bone. Okay, and in this way, the number of bone decreases to 206. Clear? Okay. Now come to next question. Question number 11. Daily consumption of argan oil helps to prevent. See, argan oil extracted from a tree, that is called argan tree, or the botanical name of that tree is Argania spinosa. Argania spinosa, the name of that tree, and it is mostly available in the South African country, that is called Morocco. That question can be asked also. The argan oil extracted from argan tree is mainly native tree of which country? That is called Morocco. Okay. And this oil, we cannot cook this oil because it is highly burnable, means very easily it burn. So, it can add in the food. And what is the beneficial effect of this oil? It prevent the cancer, also prevent the cardiovascular disease. Cardio means what? Heart. Cardiovascular disease like heart attack, heart failure, cardiac arrest, like this. They prevent that disease. And obesity. Obesity means highly taking the food and become fatty person, that is called, means highly intake of large amount of food, that is called obesity, and leads to a fattiness, means healthy becomes fatty person, that is called what? Obesity. So, it also prevent the obesity. So, answer is all of these. Clear? Now, next question. Question number 12. Genetic disorders are communicable disease, non-communicable disease, lifestyle disease and toxicity disease means a poisonous disease. Okay. Now see what is genetical disorder. See our one thread like structure that is called DNA present in our nucleus. Okay. And that DNA, suppose we will take a fragment of the DNA and that fragment contains some circular arrangement that is called loci, that is called what? Loci, and that loci contains special structure that are called what? That are called genes. Clear? And that genes arrange in a sequence. Suppose some extent that sequence of the gene disturb and that leads to a process that is called mutation. Okay. And that disorder of the disease cause some disease that is called genetical disorder disease. Okay. Now example of that genetically disorder disease that is called cystic fibrosis. Okay. This cystic fibrosis damage your lungs. Okay. And that is a genetically disorder disease, means one gene that is called fibrosis transference conductance regulator gene, and that gene, the disturbance of that gene cause a disease that is called cystic fibrosis disease. Okay. And that is a genetical disorder disease and it is inheritable. Inheritable means that disease passes from parent to offspring. Offspring means child. Clear? But that disease cannot be contaminated from one person to another person, like measles, viral disease like measles, dengue fever, malaria, okay, common cold, corona disease, that are communicable, means that can transfer from one person to another person. But genetically disordered disease only transfer from one generation to another generation of same family, not to the other person. So these are non-communicable disease. The answer is non-communicable disease. Clear? Now come to next question, which is not the characteristics of an enzyme. Now tell me, what is the definition of the enzyme? Enzymes are chemical substance that is present only in case of living organism. Mind it, these are present only in case of living organism, and they enhance or increase the chemical reactions taking place in our body. I already told digestion process needs enzyme. So that is also a chemical or metabolic process in our body. Okay? So that enzymes enhance or increase the chemical reactions without itself taking part in the chemical reactions. They are enhance the chemical reaction but are not affected. Now try to listen. Suppose this is an enzyme and this is the substrate in which it will act and form enzyme substrate complex. Okay. Now that substrate attached to the enzyme and finally enzyme separated and that is called product. See the shape and structure, is there any change of shape and structure of enzyme? No. That I already told, it takes place in the chemical reaction, enhance the chemical reaction without itself unaffected. The shape and structure is not affected by the reactions that are called enzyme. Clear? It increases the chemical reactions. Clear? Now, in non-living world, means in the chemical reactions that taking place inside the laboratory, that chemical reaction also increases by another substance that is called catalyst. Catalyst also increases the chemical reaction, but in the non-living world. Enzyme also increases the chemical reaction, means act as a catalyst, but present in the living organism. Living organism means what? Bio, that means enzymes are also called biocatalyst. Clear? Now come to options. Which is not the characteristics of an enzyme? Enzymes are biocatalyst. Now I told, so this option is correct. Now enzyme activity is regulated. That is also correct. Yes or no? Now where is this question? Yes. Which is not correct? Enzyme are biocatalyst, that is correct. Now this option, it is proteinous in nature. All enzymes are mainly proteinous nature, that statement is also correct. And DC, they bind to the acceptors and exert activity bind to the substrate. So this option is also correct. Previously I told wrong. See now that option B, enzymes activity is regulated. Enzymes activity is not regulated. Okay, so this statement is incorrect. So option is B. Okay. Now next question, hepatitis. See, hepa means what? Liver affected disease. Study of liver is what? Hepatology. So hepatitis is a viral causing disease. Some virus like hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, hepatitis D, hepatitis E, they affect the liver, okay, and cause liver disease, that is called hepatitis disease. Okay, so that are viral disease. So answer is D. Okay, now come to question number 15. Which of the following is the richest source of vitamin C? Mainly citrus fruit contains your what? Vitamin C. So here citrus fruit is orange, but this is a very important question. The maximum source of vitamin C in the guava, means 1 cup of guava juice contains 377 milligram of what? 377 milligram of vitamin C, and orange contains 100 means 1 cup of orange juice contains 124 gram. Clear? Now come to next question. Question number 16. Human blood is red in color because of the presence of what? See, mainly our blood cell, two types, that is called what? RBC, red blood cells, and white blood cells. Red blood cells contains a protein that is called hemoglobin. Okay. Now it contains two things. One is hem, and second is globin. Clear? Globin is a protein and hem is a prosthetic group. Prosthetic group means a things that attach to the proteinous part. So hem attached to the proteinous part, it is a non-proteinous part, that is why it is called prosthetic group, and that hem contains a metal atom that is called iron. Okay. Now when that hemoglobin does not contact with oxygen, it is deep red color, but when the iron present in the hemoglobin that combine with oxygen, it becomes bright red. So redness of the blood cell is due to presence of what? Hemoglobin. Now see hemoglobin in red blood cell. So option is A. Clear? Now question number 17. Which of the following chemical is known as vitamin C? That means what is the chemical name of vitamin C? That is called ascorbic acid. You have to be remember the chemical name of all the vitamins. These are very important for you. Okay. The vitamins are two type, one is fat soluble, second is water soluble. What are the fat soluble vitamin? That is 4, that is A, then D, then E and then K, A, D, E, K. Chemical name of A is retinol, D cholecalciferol, E tocopherol and K is phylloquinone. Clear? Now, the water soluble vitamins, these are B and C. Clear? Now, B is a complex vitamin because so many varieties of B complex are there, like B1, B2, B3. Okay, I am writing here B1, B2, then B3, then B5, then B6, then B7, then B9 and then B12. These are the part of the vitamin B. So, maximum time questions come the chemical names, okay, mainly from the vitamin B complex. You have to be remember all the vitamin, all the chemical name of vitamin. This is very important for your upcoming exam. Vitamin B1, thiamine, B2, riboflavin, B3, pantothenic acid. Sorry, B3 is niacin, B5 pantothenic acid, B6 pyridoxine, B7 biotin and then B9 folic acid and B12 cyanocobalamin. Clear? So, these are the chemical names of all vitamins. Now, come to next question. Saffron is obtained from, see, saffron is a spices obtained from a plant, that is called Crocus sativus. Crocus sativus. Okay. This plant contains a flower. Listen. These are the petals of this flower. Okay, the color part of the flower is called petals, and flower is the sex organ of the plant. It contains male and female sex organ. Male sex organ is called stamen and female sex organ is called carpel or pistil. So, this is called our female sexual organ that is present inside that flower, okay, and this is nothing but saffron, and this part is called stigma. This part is called stigma and this part is called style. Clear? This part is called stigma and this part is called style. After removing this thing, that is converted into saffron. Now, you will get the answer from this question. Now, saffron is obtained from what? Stigma and style from this plant. Clear? Now, come to next question. Silk is a thread, it is a proteinous nature, okay, it is extracted from silkworm, and the procedure is, what is the procedure? Silkworm feeds the mulberry leaves, okay, and after 42 days that form a cocoon, okay. That cocoon when we extracted from that plant and put in boiling water, and it produces a thread that is nothing but silk thread, okay. So, that means that silk is a animal product, okay. So, this is all about your previous years, means from 2015 to 2019's question answer that I discussed. I hope you understood well and you will get some idea about the biology, okay. In the next class also we will carry some more important questions of biology, okay. Thanks to watch the video. If you like, if you satisfied, you can like and share. Thank you.